A pleasure to meet all at last, and here we are once again with HJN Season 5. So what I have in store for today's episode is of course something that I have been saving up just like I have with many other things. Countdowns are what I have in particular. This is number 2665, and of course that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get started. Countdowns refer to specific events, usually in combination with special events, like New Year's Eve, for instance, in which traditionally a timer is set, typically counting down from 10 to 1 or from whatever point in time you wish to begin to. It could be 30 seconds, a minute, an hour, or a day, whatever it may be. But one thing's for certain though, usually whenever a countdown happens, on live TV for instance, it typically is associated with anything that's either serious or requires immediate attention. Such countdown events that have occurred over the years, such as how many days we had left until the infamous date of December 21st, 2012, thought to be the end of the world, according to many ancient scriptures. The writings of the Hopi Indians, the philosophy of Nostradamus, the Mayan calendar, they've all made that mass prediction that in the year 2012 AD, the world would potentially see the apocalypse. It would come to an end for all life on Earth. But as we probably know by now, nearly 13 years have passed, and there had hardly ever been a sign of any real apocalyptic scenario, though the pandemic was pretty close. But that was way after 2012, 7 years after to be exact. But let's be real though, if we're ever truly going to encounter anything that's apocalyptic or life-threatening, they're going to have to do a little better than that. Because predictions only take us so far. Unless you're a Simpsons episode, they've almost always managed to be accurate. Even today, I'm sure they're going to not only kill off Marge Simpson and make Bart 10 years old again, but don't let me get my hopes up on that. I've given up on The Simpsons for almost 10 years now. Anyways though, when it comes to countdowns, even as of today, New Year's has probably been one of the most common holidays, typically bringing up countdowns as a means to give us how much time we have left until the end of a certain year. We know that we've reached the end of years many times over the last century or so. I mean, there was the end of 2014, for instance, leading up to 2015. I still remember when I was just trying to get to bed, kept getting pestered by people. I remember when the end of 2023 came around. I was lying down in bed when it happened. I'm sure that here, a similar thing will happen. I have a pretty hard day at work and a really grandiose afternoon and evening for rest. That tradition probably won't stop anytime soon. But I know one thing when it comes to countdowns. It's one of those pieces that you will get so used to that what really is the point of sticking around for it? What really is the main excuse you'd have to participate in something like this? Considering the fact that the world didn't end years and years ago, what really is there for any kind of worry, any kind of fear of any sorts? What really is there any sort of purpose? If it didn't work out back then, why would it now? That's probably the bottom line. In any other case though, we do know that countdowns at least did serve their purpose while they could. But by now, they're just another one of those pieces that makes us feel indifferent at times. But I feel like that some events are probably worth looking forward to. You probably don't need a set of numbers put together in which it goes down to 0 minutes, 0 seconds, just to remind you of when exactly it's going to happen. Pre-planning and calendars were invented for a reason. And with our mobile devices, we have been able to ensure that we have no excuse to miss out on certain things. We can always look up things ahead of time, and of course, pre-plan our events from there. And accordingly so, make our move, should the time come close to when it's supposed to set place. Well, I feel like that's it for this episode of HJN. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another segment of this series. Until then, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side.